What's going on, Packers fans? Welcome into the Packers Report. We got some good news, and unfortunately, we got some bad news to discuss on today's video. This is all talking about the Week 6 matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals. Some big stuff happened today. We're going to break it all down and what that means for Green Bay. Before we go any further, though, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. A lot of you might think you are, but you might not be, so just make sure and check. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button because it's going to help us take down Bears Now, who's got a 13 subscriber lead on us for our season-long sub battle. If you hate the Bears, if you hate Bears fans, and if you want to prove to everybody that Green Bay has the best fans in the NFC North, subscribe. And with that, we'll get into the rest of our show. The Green Bay Packers are coming off a bye, and they're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals at home. First time in Lambeau since Week 2, Thursday Night Football against the Washington Commanders. The line right now sits at minus 14.5 in favor of Green Bay, although I feel like that might switch after today's news. I'll let you know what that is in just a little bit. You wonder why they were favored by so much. Well, Cincinnati has been terrible this season. They've been horrible. They just got absolutely destroyed by the Detroit Lions in a game where Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown absolutely went off, and Jake Browning did not. He also happened to lead that team in rushing as well. Jake Browning was horrific. He was terrible. Okay? Don't believe me? Just look at how he's done so far since he's taken over that starting quarterback role since Joe Burrow has gone down. He's played in 4 games, 757 yards, 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 8 interceptions. And if you don't think he was that bad, well, maybe you'll believe Adam Schefter. Trade. Literally 13 minutes ago from the time we're recording this, the Browns are trading Joe Flacco and a 6th-round pick to Cincinnati for a 5th-round pick. Jake Browning was bad enough that Cincinnati felt like they had to make him a move, that they couldn't win with him, and who do they go get? They get Joe Flacco. So that's the starting off bad news on this show. I get it. It's not terrible that you're playing Joe Flacco, although he has already beaten you this season. But in my opinion, and wait for a second to go into this next graphic gauge, it is terrible that you're not playing Jake Browning, because Jake Browning this season has been one of, if not the worst quarterbacks in football. He's going to turn the ball over to you time and time and time again, like he did 3 times to the Detroit Lions this past Sunday. Freaking Jamar Chase had 3 tackles on Sunday because of Jake Browning interceptions. So my opinion, it's bad news that you're not facing him. And Joe Flacco, he has beaten you already this season, like I said. And it did with Cleveland. The good thing is Cleveland's roster is a lot better than Cincinnati's is. And Cincinnati's had one of the worst offenses so far in the 2025 season. Yards per game, they rank dead last. Yards per play, second to last. Points per game, 29th. Hey, a little bit of a step up. You're only bottom 5. EPA per play, they're back down to last. Turnovers per game, they're back down to last at 2.2. In my opinion, this is a huge spot for Green Bay. It's a huge spot for Jeff Hafley. It feels like it is a get-right time for this defense. Because Joe Flacco, yeah, he's a better quarterback than Jake Browning is, but he's still going to turn the football over. We saw him do that against the Green Bay Packers. He's done it pretty much every single game he's played. And Green Bay is coming off of this bye week, and last time you saw their defense on the football field, they were getting absolutely torched by Dallas. 436 yards for the Cowboys. 6.5 yards a play. 40 points, 26 first downs, and Green Bay only got 1 sack on that game, and it was a sack for 0 yards. They had 0 sack yards against the Dallas Cowboys. So in my opinion, you're facing Cincinnati. I personally would way rather have played Jake Browning instead of Joe Flacco. But even with how that team has been playing, I still think this is a game where you can still manage to dominate, and you should manage to dominate. More on that coming up in just a second. Before we get to that, though, let me know. 1.5 turnovers forced against Cincinnati. Give me the over or give me the under in the comment section down below. Gage, we're going to push this next one off till after the second weigh-in. We could go straight until that next breaking banner next. But I still feel like with a guy like Joe Flacco at the helm, you should be able to turn this team over twice in this game because you didn't really do that against Dallas, and I think that's a big reason why you lost. Let me know in the comments section down below. Get me an over or give me an under right now in the comments section. So, the title, Joey, it says good and bad news. What's the good news? Well, the defense is worse than their offense is. Even with Jake Browning there, the defense was worse than their offense. They couldn't stop a nosebleed last year, and somehow they've gotten worse in 2025. You're about to hear EPA a lot. What that stands for is expected points added. I've already talked about it this episode. I've talked about it in past episodes. I'll talk about it in future ones. What that means basically is it's an advanced statistical metric that measures how much a play's outcome changes a team's likelihood of scoring. So if you got a lot of positive plays, or if you get a 10-yard, 15-yard rush or passing play, that's going to be positive EPA because that affects your team's likelihood in scoring in a positive way. If you get a sack for 20 yards, that's going to be negative EPA. Okay, it's as simple as that. Well, Cincinnati, when they're facing 12 personnel, okay, that's one running back, two tight ends. They're giving up the 8th most expected points added of any defense in the National Football League against any type of personnel. Bottom 10. Bottom 10. You know what else is in the bottom 10? Well, Cincinnati against 11 personnel. They're giving up the 9th most expected points added of any defense against any personnel group. If you think their offense has been bad, guys, I dare you to look at their defense statistics. Okay, you might need to shield your eyes before you do it, but you're still going to be able to get points on this team because they're giving them up to everybody else in the NFL. They're bottom 3 in yards per game, bottom 6 in yards per play, bottom 3 in points per game, bottom 6 in expected points added per play. Hey, they're good at forcing turnovers. Top 15. Great job, Cincinnati. Other than that, they are horrible. And I get it. Joe Flacco's going to be out there. He's a veteran. In my opinion, he still looks like he sleepwalks through every single ball game. Regardless, if you don't win this game, in my opinion, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You're playing against a team that has one of the worst defenses in the league, one of the worst offenses in the league, with a 40-year-old starting quarterback now. Like Cleveland, you lost that game. I get it. It's the National Football League. People lose games. They should all the time. But Cleveland's defense is a top 5 defense in the NFL. Cincinnati makes Cleveland look like a Super Bowl contender. All of that, and you're coming off of a bye. You're coming off of extended rest. And Joe Flacco's going to be in Cincinnati for 5 days before this game is played. There are zero excuses you have to lose this football game. Not one. I think they're going to win it. I don't want to be negative right now. I don't want to get upset. It's Tuesday. They're playing in 5 days. We still got time. All I'm saying is, with the state of the Bengals right now, with the head coach on the hot seat, backup quarterback, worst defense in the NFL, if you don't win this game, there's going to be some questions to answer. Make sure you stick around. Don't go anywhere. We got one more thing that I think you guys are really going to want to see. A very, very cool Jordan Love stat. I saw it on social media, and I thought, you know what? I've got to share it, okay? So make sure you stick around. Before that, though, will the Packers cover the 14.5-point spread? You give me a yes or you give me a no in the comment section down below. Will the Green Bay cover 14.5? Maybe not now with Joe Flacco, but I want to hear your answer. While y'all are down there, make sure that you guys take advantage of this deal. If you go to chatsports.com/GPGT, you can get this Packers t-shirt for just $25. It was $35. Now it's $25 if you use code FALL, F-A-L-L. This is even more discounted than it was yesterday. It's got the Go Pack Go. It's got the Block G. Got the Founding Year 1919. This thing is sweet. It feels good. It looks good. I know you got a ton of Packers t-shirts with holes in the armpits, holes at the bottom. I know you need something new in that closet. So go to chatsports.com/GPGT. I put that link in the comment section and description of today's video. All right, now it is time to get in this cool Jordan Love stat. So I saw this photo on social media, and what it is it's a graph showing you how quarterbacks perform in expected passing situations for the first 5 weeks of the season. Basically, an expected passing situation is when expected pass probability is greater than 70%. And Jordan Love is the highest rated quarterback in football at just barely under 0.5 EPA per play. What this means, Jordan Love has been phenomenal What this means is that when the defense knows you're passing the football, when there is like almost zero doubt what the offensive play is going to be, Jordan Love's been the best quarterback in football. He's been the best quarterback in football. This isn't anything new, the Jordan Love I'm showing. I've been talking about it all season long. How could you not? 70% completion percentage, just under that. 1,000 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 113. And the thing is, like with the current state of this Packers run game, I would absolutely hate to see where this team would be without Jordan Love's play in 2025. He, in my opinion, along with the defense in the first 2 weeks of the season, is what is keeping this team afloat. They've got to figure out how to run the football again. But the good thing is you've got Jordan Love. Even if you can't figure that out over the next couple of weeks, he's going to be able to win you football games. Can't say enough good things about how he's been playing so far this season. That's going to do it for today's show. Make sure you guys have me followed on social media, Twitter, Instagram. You know where to find me. Make sure you subscribe. Daily updates on the Green Bay Packers.